Back to Luo Feng, after being hypnotized for quite a while, he snaps right out of it. It turns out Luo Feng has willpower way stronger than anyone expected, allowing him to break Banfu Master's soul control technique in a flash. The truth comes out about why the Zerg Empress assigned Banfu Master, who is an expert in illusions and soul attacks. It's because the Zerg Empress feels seriously threatened by Luo Feng's growth, which she views as defying all logic and having the potential to become a massive disaster for their race in the future. The Zerg Empress has laid out a solid strategy with 3 options to permanently eliminate Luo Feng. The first strategy is soul control, taking over Luo Feng's soul to turn him into a slave without even having to kill him. If that fails, option 2 is soul penetration, aiming to destroy his soul right down to the roots, so that all of his clone bodies die off simultaneously and can't be revived through space-time reversal. If both of those methods bomb, then the final option is to just kill him physically to loot all the true treasures he owns. Meanwhile, Luo Feng is pretty amazed by his opponent's skills this time. Just by chatting, she can unknowingly drag her opponent deep into an illusion. Seeing that the first option completely failed, the Zerg Empress orders Banfu Master to execute option 2. Before starting this second plan, Banfu Master asks the Tongling Master to help suppress Luo Feng's movements. Meanwhile, she preps by unleashing her bug army, which fuses together to create a colossal insect to fight Luo Feng. The combo attack from these 2 Universe Masters goes off. But acting fast, Luo Feng activates Golden Light to fend off the enemy's assault. Since physical attacks are proving useless, Banfu Master changes the transformation of her bug army, multiplying them to form a specific array that activates a soul attack. It strikes Luo Feng's consciousness directly, inflicting an excruciating pain that feels like having acid poured right onto the core of his soul. This strike really should have been enough to erase the existence of any being below the Universe Master level. However, thanks to the incredibly solid dual defense combo of his force armor and a soul defense item called Tower Pearl, Luo Feng stays standing tall and easily shakes off the soul attack that enters his body. Jumping back to the fierce fight between the Sinking Fire Master and the Blood Cloud Master. When the Blood Cloud Master unleashes a heavy strike with his spear, the startled Sinking Fire Master tries to put up a defense with his pair of Divine Hammers. But Blood Cloud Master's long spear attack is literally unstoppable. A clean thrust lands dead center on his hammer and smashes into his chest, punching right through the limit of his peak-tier armor defense and obliterating 32% of the Sinking Fire Master's divine body in just one hit. A shocking truth is revealed. The previous Blood Cloud Master was actually a clone of Zuo Shanke. His master then explains that the Blood Cloud Master identity was deliberately prepped as a gift for his 3rd disciple. His master's main goal turns out to be totally insane. He wants Luo Feng to become a true god. To him, a disciple's true success isn't just about becoming a high-ranking official of their race. It's about reaching the absolute peak of eternity, which can turn a race into an absolute ruler. However, his master emphasizes that becoming a true god isn't something you achieve just by quietly training in some safe zone. One has to go through blood and fire and get real combat experience fighting powerful enemies. Because Luo Feng has strong ties to the human race, he can't just go around slaughtering other races without sparking a massive war. That's exactly why the Blood Cloud Palace leader identity was given to him, as a mask so Luo Feng can fight the entire universe without jeopardizing his race's position. To back up this disguise, Zuo Shanke hands over the Blood Cloud Pearl, a special true treasure that can perfectly alter its user's aura and disguise their armor. With this item, not a single fighter in the universe will be able to recognize Luo Feng's true identity behind that red mask. Aside from the pearl, the entire Blood Cloud Palace, that legendary flying fortress, is also fully handed over to Luo Feng as the capital to kickstart his dangerous new adventure. Now Luo Feng is faced with an extremely hardcore life choice: stay as humanity's pride and joy genius, or inherit the title of the universe's most wanted criminal. Becoming the Blood Cloud Palace leader means turning every inhabitant of the universe into an enemy, but it's the only shortcut his master has set up to forge him into the strongest being around. By offering this blood-soaked journey, Zhuo Shanke challenges his disciple's guts, daring him to accept a new identity that will make every race in the universe tremble at the mere sound of his name. Hearing such a challenging offer, the golden-horned beast's golden eyes flash with sheer passion, and he immediately declares his loyalty to walk this bloody path. As at the first step, Zhuo Shanke hands him the Blood Cloud Pearl. The moment Luo Feng merges it with his divine body, the pearl magically alters his massive monster structure into a bipedal humanoid figure rocking a silver mask and golden horns. Even his beast god armor gets completely disguised, morphing into a red cloak radiating a thick, bloodthirsty aura, marking the birth of the new Blood Cloud Master. Back to the fight with the sinking Fire Master, who is now completely helpless against Luo Feng. Without giving him a single second to breathe, Luo Feng charges in again like a streak of red lightning tearing through the sky, creating a chaotic spatial vortex. The sinking Fire Master, having already lost nearly a third of his energy, is frozen on the spot watching the next attack come at him with even crazier power. In just seconds, Luo Feng unleashes a spear thrust that stabs right into his opponent's stomach. The sinking Fire Master tries to fight back, but Luo Feng swiftly gets up close and slashes him repeatedly until the sinking Fire Master resorts to self-destructing, just leaving his world ring and his shattered clone right in front of Luo Feng. With the sinking Fire Master's clone killed, the other races and factions will definitely hear about this and head straight to Luo Feng's location. Luo Feng knows he can't just stick around, so he decides to dip out and enter original star number 08605. But unfortunately, mid-journey, Luo Feng bumps into the Star River Master, a universe master whose reputation and strength are recognized to be on par with the primal Chaos City leader. Without saying much, the Star River Master pulls out a double-bladed spear named Kun Ye, a weapon at the Supreme True Treasure level. When he launches an attack with that spear, the universe seems to split open, creating a sharp purple river shooting right at Luo Feng. Curious about the power gap between himself and a peak-tier universe master, Luo Feng fires off his Bloodlight technique this time. The devastating clash creates an incredibly powerful spatial vortex, triggering a massive explosion. The scene cuts back to Luo Feng's battle against Banfu Master's bug army. Luo Feng effortlessly slaughters those insects like it's nothing. Meanwhile, Banfu Master is visibly annoyed because her second plan just flopped. But since there are no other options left, the Zerg Empress finally issues the ultimate order to execute the third strategy. Physically eliminate Luo Feng without worrying about his soul anymore, just to loot back all the treasures he owns. A physical brawl finally breaks out as Banfu Master mobilizes a massive number of three-race alliance soldiers. Even with the enemy being boosted by the Tongling Master's domain treasure, Luo Feng dodges every single one of their combo attacks, just biding his time for the perfect moment to counterattack. Back to the Blood Cloud Master and Star River Master battle as it enters round 2. The Star River Master starts busting out his supreme technique called Black Knight. This attack conjures up an aura of darkness that resembles a miniature universe, and this time, Luo Feng gets trapped inside it. By using spear techniques from the Star Tower combined with the Beast God Path, Luo Feng goes all out and successfully shatters his opponent's miniature universe. The atmosphere gets even more suffocating as the Star River Master preps his third strike, which happens to be his ultimate technique. In this move, the Star River Master fuses the elements of darkness and light, merging two opposing forces into one. This ultimate technique, named River in Black Knight, is finally unleashed, clashing against Luo Feng's spear with a force that literally shakes the entire original star. Going back to Luo Feng's human body, with so many universe venerables attacking him non-stop, he just keeps spamming the golden light technique. But suddenly, Banfu Master swoops in using a technique that blends the laws of space and time. She charges forward with insane speed and hurls the attack right at Luo Feng. Ban Fu strike traps Luo Feng inside while simultaneously attacking both his mind and body. At the exact same time, Luo Feng is experiencing something similar in his Blood Cloud Master mode, where he's currently blocking the river in Black Knight technique. Universe Masters from other factions seize this perfect opening and rush in to try and assassinate the Blood Cloud Master. Right when Luo Feng is in deep trouble with tons of enemies ganging up on him, an incredible phenomenon occurs as a river of golden light suddenly bursts forth and blankets the entire original star. It turns out to be the Thousand Treasures River belonging to the primal Chaos City leader, who has shown up to protect his disciple. The arrival of this top-tier domain-type treasure instantly collides with the Tong Ling Master's floating mountain ocean domain, basically splitting the planet into two territories of power, pushing aggressively against each other. Refusing to just let things be, Ban Fu Master, who is dead set on not letting Luo Feng walk away alive, pulls out her trump card, the Luo World, a top-tier true treasure domain-type item to double down on suppressing Luo Feng. She feels like she's got the upper hand and is totally confident that with the addition of this domain treasure, Luo Feng, whose divine power quality is weaker, will quickly die from running out of energy. However, instead of feeling the pressure, Luo Feng has actually been waiting for this exact moment because thousands of Universe Venerables from the Three-Race Alliance have now walked right into his trap and are fully within his range. Finally, Luo Feng activates his technique. I am the universe. Elsewhere, while the Blood Cloud Master is being jumped by multiple Universe Masters, Luo Feng desperately tries to hold his ground with sheer willpower. He refuses to just throw in the towel, because as long as he still has his awesome Master's treasures, these attacks are basically nothing. With the spear he's wielding, Luo Feng, who was initially just tanking the river in Black Knight technique, switches from defense mode straight into offense by spinning his spear. He creates a vortex that deflects the Star River Master's attack right back in the opposite direction. Ultimately, one by one, the Universe Masters from various factions start dropping. Back over to Luo Feng and his I am the universe technique. Shockingly, the sky and the ground on the planet suddenly turn pitch black. Inside this miniature universe, Luo Feng now acts as the absolute ruler who holds total control over everything. Wearing a bloodthirsty expression, this technique of his is even capable of sucking in Universe Venerables, who were originally out of range right into his miniature universe. Outside the battle zone, the terrifying aura radiating from Luo Feng's spot leaves human race Universe Masters like the Longyan Master and the Primal Chaos City leader absolutely stunned. The Primal Chaos City leader realizes that someone just fired off a technique that has reached the level of an ultimate technique of a Universe Master, the highest tier representing the absolute limit of a Universe Master's capabilities. Meanwhile, the Tong Ling Master initially assumes that Ban Fu Master is the one who activated the technique. But a harsh reality hits the Universe Masters from the Automaton and Demon races when they try to push into the battle area to help out. They're left completely speechless once they realize that this ridiculously magnificent and powerful miniature universe technique wasn't created by Ban Fu Master at all, but by Luo Feng, whose voice instantly echoes out. He declares that the name of his technique is I am the universe. This time, Luo Feng feels his plan worked perfectly, baiting everyone right into his miniature universe. He then gears up to unleash total destructive power by manipulating his chaos airflow to completely wipe out the thousands of enemies trapped inside without a trace. Ban Fu Master tries desperately to shatter the technique, but the dimensional stability Luo Feng created is literally unshakable. In a state of sheer panic, Ban Fu Master tries to negotiate while also threatening Luo Feng, telling him that killing 6,000 Universe Venerables all at once will make him the enemy of thousands of races. She warns him that the fallout from such a reckless stunt will trigger the massive wrath of the Three-Race Alliance, and they will never stop hunting him. The main reason behind Ban Fu Master's panic is the unbelievable burden the Alliance would have to carry to perform a mass resurrection. Reviving 6,000 Universe Venerables and a few Universe Overlords through space-time reversal would completely drain the Alliance's Universe Masters' energy, leaving them with severe internal injuries. The resource cost to restore the energy of those Universe Masters is way more expensive than the value of all the treasures carried by the thousands of enemies currently trapped inside Luo Feng's miniature universe. However, Luo Feng, who is completely sick and tired of all the assassination attempts on his life, refuses to compromise and decides to just let all his rage loose. With a cold, crazy glare, he orders the entire chaotic airflow inside his miniature universe to crash down with unstoppable force. In an instant, 6,000 Universe Venerables are smashed to bits like flies hit by a giant iron slab, completely ending their resistance and cementing Luo Feng's status as the most feared figure in the entire universe. And that's not all. All the loot from his dead opponents rains down like crazy. As a final strike, Luo Feng then channels all the chaos airflow energy straight into his body, bulking his size up to 600 miles, with his blood ghost blade extending hundreds of miles too. Backed by the power of his miniature universe, Luo Feng launches a devastating golden light technique to clash head-on with Ban Fu Master's green spear attack. The energy collision is so insane it creates a vacuum around them, and shockingly, Ban Fu Master actually gets knocked backward. At this point, Luo Feng totally could have killed Ban Fu Master, but actually slaying an enemy Universe Master is no easy feat. Because of that, Luo Feng decides to immediately bail from the battlefield. Refusing to throw in the towel, Ban Fu Master whips out her domain treasure, the Luo world. But Luo Feng quickly dips out with the help of his Shu Wu wings, flying off at the speed of light and leaving behind a furious Ban Fu Master filled with deep-seated vengeance. Luo Feng's escape finally brings him over to the Thousand Treasures River area, where he's welcomed by his master's domain, who then whisks his disciple away from the scene. In the end, the three-race alliance swallows an embarrassing defeat in this battle, because Luo Feng successfully walks away with the loot of 6,000 Universe Venerables. Not only that, the true gods of the three-race alliance are super frustrated since they have to resurrect those 6,000 Universe Venerables from this op, a genuinely massive loss. Ultimately, they shift their focus over to the Blood Cloud Master. But things don't go as expected, because the Blood Cloud Master totally turns the tables by defeating all the Universe Masters there. Still, the Blood Cloud Master stays respectful and admits that the Star River Master's technique is genuinely incredible. Hearing that, the Star River Master actually feels way more shocked and terrified seeing his opponent still standing tall without running out of divine body reserves. He even effortlessly deflected his ultimate technique. For the ruler of the Northern Territory Alliance, failing to seriously injure his opponent is a clear sign that the Blood Cloud Master is just on a completely different level. Even the other Universe Masters can only keep their distance, knowing it's pointless to face someone this stupidly strong. Eventually, the Blood Cloud Master offers the Universe Masters there another chance to fight him. But since nobody wants the smoke, he just leaves, taking off in his Blood Cloud Palace. This move effectively proves that the Blood Cloud Master identity he's sporting has once again become a terrifying legend. On the flip side, Luo Feng finally heads back to his god country feeling super satisfied. Not just that, but the golden horned beast clone that transformed into the Blood Cloud Master also returns safely. Not long after, Zuo Shanke shows up through a token Luo Feng kept. In their chat, Zuo Shanke reveals he already knows everything that went down on the original star and praises the growth of his favorite disciple. However, since Luo Feng is way stronger now, the sword gifted by the Space Beast ancestor earlier can no longer handle his current power level. So being the good master that he is, he hands over a peerless guest sword for Luo Feng to start using. Next up, at the peak of the magnificent Thunder Island inside the virtual universe, a historic meeting is going down, attended by all the Universe Masters of the human race. With a booming voice, the Huge Axe creator officially announces that Luo Feng is now recognized as the 19th Universe Master for humanity. After his insane achievements in the battles on the original star, Luo Feng's name has completely shaken the entire universe. Because of that, he's granted the exact same rank as the Universe Masters there, and the rights to Earth are even returned to Luo Feng completely free of charge. Finally, from this second forward, Luo Feng holds the title of Milky Way Horde Leader. Following the acceptance of this title, all the immigrants from the 5 major organizations pack up and leave Earth, clearing out of the Milky Way galaxy. After hundreds of thousands of years of Luo Feng grinding in this universe, his struggles finally pay off exactly as he dreamed, ensuring his home planet, Earth, remains peaceful and completely intact.